What is up, Mark Army? That is right. It is your boy, the Cutie, is here with Chama the Hero, the Kawaii Cuties, here to bring you another amazing episode of Magnum Predictions, this time presenting Cold Hearted. And we're not cold hearted, so we're here to, show you some love, let you know what's going on. And as always, card is subject to change. But what was the last show, Chava?
Last show was From the Ashes, and it was an amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about it all the time. I talked about it then. I'll talk about it now. But Magnum just keeps getting better. They keep raising the bar, and I don't know how they'll do it for Cold Hearted, but they will. We've seen it. It's just a track record at this point.
Well, and not just that, it's the last show of the year.
It is the last show of the year.
It is the December show.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Well, anything can happen, and a lot of things happened at the last show that we weren't expecting.
Mm-hmm.
We saw some great wrestling. We saw Royal Flavor. We saw a new Top Gun champion crowned. Your boy.
I know. I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
And we'll get into that.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later.
But before we get started on the card, again, like you mentioned, last show of the year, we had an amazing run of wrestling, not just with Magnum, but all around the Midwest. And so watch out for the marquees, because it's time.
It is time.
It's time.
It is time.
So, but let's get into it. First match, we have Christian Rose versus Brandon Nitro. We got a rematch from last month. So
yeah,
it was so you weren't there at that show, but it was a great show. But Christian Rose, he talked about how he had the experience over Nitro, and he kind of did. He picked up the win. He got a sneaky win over him. Like, have you seen Christian Rose? I don't remember if you've actually seen him.
Yeah, because I saw him when we were still at Stock and Bond days.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He went against Fowler at one point there. I do remember that match now.
Yep.
But yeah, so you've seen.
I know what Christian Rose brings.
Yep.
I know what. Again, he went up against Fowler, as you know. I'm not going to talk about the Apex or the Crucible this time around. I'm going to talk about my boy Nino, but I got some feelings as a fellow member. But again, Fowler ain't no joke. So you got Christian Rose going up against Fowler, then you have an opponent there really for Nitro.
Yep, exactly, and he brought it to him. So now we'll see if once is a test of skill and strength, and then you learn from it.
Yep.
So we'll see what Brandon Nitro has learned from his first match, and see what anything new that he brings to the table in their rematch. But who you got in this rematch?
See, I feel like Nitro right now is going through a rediscovery, really, because that man was an amazing Top Gun champion, right?
Absolutely,
amazing Top Gun champion, and then when Nito finally cashed in and took it away from him, it's like, okay, like I was on top for so long, now like what do I? He tried to go for the Magnum title and unfortunately came up short there.
Yeah.
Put up a hell of a fight.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But really now it's just kind of, I feel like right now it's not even reinvent himself, but really refine himself. Because where else can he go from here?
Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true.
And I mean that in the best way possible. It's that man is, he's banging his way to the top.
He's banging his way to the top. He had that great match against Fowler like not too long ago, and honestly, if it wasn't for Nino, he might have captured the gold there. I don't know.
But we could also say that about a lot of opponents that Fowler has gone up with ever since he came out as part of the reflexive, right? But end of the day, Nitro has proven himself to me. So with that, I know that if Nitro fails, he will come back.
I'm gonna go on the opposite.
Okay.
I got Christian Rose, and the reason why he's proven himself all around the Midwest in wrestling, and outside the Midwest, he's a fantastic wrestler.
Yep.
And I gave Nitro the up at the last show, and he couldn't hold up to my prediction. So I got Christian Rose on this one because he already has a win, and as you just said, Nitro's kind of trying to rediscovering himself and trying to find a footing somewhere on the show and in the roster. but I think that's going to play too much into his head, and Christian Rose is going to take advantage of that. So I don't know. We'll see. But
Yeah.
I got Christian Rose right now.
Yep, and I got Nitro.
All right. Well, next match.
Next match.
I already know who we got for this match, but we got to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it because this is this is going to be their first match as champion.
Yep. We got the newly crowned Top Gun champion, Alvin Small Chain Falcon.
Boo.
Boo. Versus our boy, Mr. Certified himself, Certified Luke Curtis.
Yeah.
Luke Curtis, that's our guy.
Luke Curtis, yeah. He's 4.5 mark certified.
He's 4.5 mark certified. He's forklift certified. Certified to drive a boat. I think he's CPR certified. Certified in professional wrestling because he's the goddamn man.
Yeah.
He's certified. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. All I can say is watch our interview with Certified Luke Curtis from a couple months ago.
Yep.
So he's gonna give a certified ass whooping to Alvin Falcon.
He's gonna give a certified ass. I think this is a pretty short and simple prediction.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Luke Curtis, new Top Gun champion.
So I'm choosing Luke Curtis, but not just because he's super certified and everything we just announced. I'm also gonna just drop a little bit of trivia here, which I found out and which makes me just root for Luke Curtis even more.
Okay.
He has an indirect connection to Bad Bunny, and you know how I love my Bad Bunny.
I do. I dropped this knowledge on us.
So, Luke's partner, Layla.
Layla.
Sorry, Layla Gray. She was in a Bad Bunny music video.
Oh, that's right. She was.
She was in a Bad Bunny music video. So, through Layla, he has a connection to Bad Bunny.
He has a connection to Bad Bunny,
So, that alone gives him, like, the edge.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
see Falcone out here with Bad Bunny.
He's got DeSanti, but that's nothing. That's nothing like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, a bad manager isn't Bad Bunny.
I'd be curious to see how DeSanti sings and raps and performs. I'm just saying. Well, maybe he acts like a clown all the time.
Yeah.
So, but like short and sweet, Falcone ain't got this. He's a good wrestler, but he's not the best.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. And bias aside, like, that man has had, I hate saying this and I hate giving him his flowers, but that man has been shutting some people up, unfortunately. I mean, he came in second at Over the Top.
That's true.
He was runner up.
2 years running.
The first year we saw him, he was third.
Was he third?
He was either third or he was in the Final Four. I remember that, but he was.
Either way, still runner up.
Yep. And then this year he came in second.
Yep.
He also.
Oh, you know what?
It still hurts talking about this, but he also retired TJ.
He did retire TJ. But something I want to bring up for this match. I know we're going longer than what we were saying, but I got to call him out. When Falcone crashed our Magnum recoil video, I told him he had a good moonsault. And then he said he was never going to do it again. Well, guess what? He's lied. He did it in the match with Nina.
I mean, what else do you expect? He lies about the size of his chain.
Yeah, he's got a small chain.
So, I mean, he's a liar. That's not new, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, I think it's safe to say, mark approval, mark certified, Luke Curtis is winning.
Luke Curtis.
Yep.
Next match. I'm very excited for this match.
Yeah.
So it is the debut on the main card for Relly Carter.
Carter's block.
And he does have a tough opponent in Alan Shepard.
Yep.
And it's tough for me to choose on this because Alan Shepard he's big, he's strong, he's a little sadistic.
He be putting smiles on people's faces.
Yep, but he also has the experience. But Relly Carter, he's a lot younger. He's hungry, and that's a dangerous thing is when you have a wrestler that's hungry and wants to prove themselves. Sometimes you gotta be made an example of.
Yep, we've talked about this. We've talked about this before. A competitor that's hungry has clear vision, clear purpose. Which, let's be honest, Relly Carter's is going to be taking Alan Shepard and making a name for himself in his debut main roster match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, is it going to be an easy match for Alan Shepard? No, I don't think so. I think, and that's not to say anything against Alan Shepard, right? I think if anything, it just speaks more to who Relly Carter is and what we've seen.
Exactly, and I have to choose Relly Carter coming out of Bulletproof Academy. That sign's there for a reason. That's my guy right there, and I can't bet against him.
Can't bet.
He runs the block. It's Carter's block, and he's going to show Alan Shepard why.
Okay.
So I'm just saying. I love Alan Shepard, great wrestler, knows what he's doing, but I don't think he'll be able to pick up the win this time.
So I'm gonna say an iconic line from the icon. Let me tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go Alan Shepard.
Okay.
Really, because again, we established this. He is a vet on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
He has that experience. I feel like this is gonna be a match where, Carter, he's hungry, he's ready, but he's also gonna learn a lot, and not in a bad way, right? It's not like, I'm not saying that they have bad blood or anything, but he's gonna learn a lot in the sense of there's a reason that Alan Shepard has been around as long as he's been around, right?
Sure.
But that's really all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give it to Alan Shepard.
All right.
Carter's gonna get a smile on his face. That's all I'm saying.
I don't doubt it, but I think that smile's gonna be when he picks up the win. But moving on,
We'll see. Next
match.
match.
We have returning Lumbermack versus Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Now here's something. I don't believe you were there, but I've seen Florida Man one time, and I think it might have been the only other time he's been with Magnum, and that was when we first started going. I think that was my probably third or fourth show. Long time. He went against Connor Hopkins,
Okay.
and this was around the time that we started the marks. It was about then, so maybe predates a little bit.
So were you doing the recaps on videos yet?
No, because we didn't start doing that until Weekend at Strikes Volume 1.
Yeah.
So, but either way, I've seen him once. I did like the whole. He brought a lawn chair into the ring, and that's where he waited for his opponent. So that was kind of cool. But it'll be an interesting match. I don't really remember much about the way he wrestles, but he is Florida Man, and Florida Man crazy.
Yeah. I've never seen Florida Man, but I've read a lot about Florida Man online.
Yeah, I've read a lot about Florida Man
Yeah.
too. He can wrestle gators.
Wrestle Gators. I mean, I'm sure there's probably one out there of Florida Man,
Like taking a car for a joyride.
taking a car for a joyride, going to Walmart butt naked. I don't know.
There's a lot.
He's Google Florida Man.
That's the thing. That's the challenge that Lumbermack has against him. Florida Man's unpredictable.
He's unpredictable.
He might not even show up.
He might show up to Florida.
He might show up to Florida. He might think the match is in Florida.
Yeah.
He might drive a vehicle into the building. We don't know.
Dang. We don't know.
We don't know.
Florida Man does what Florida Man wants.
Florida Man might bring a baby gator into the ring.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna go Lumbermack just because I really like Lumbermack. It's gonna be like a bias pick. But now that I'm thinking about it, as unpredictable as Florida, Google Florida Man, and you'll see what this. It might not even be this man.
Yeah. I wonder if he's related to Florida Woman.
We can ask him at the show.
We'll ask him at the show. We'll get that for all of you marks.
Actually,
and the Magnum Militia.
While we're talking about that, you know what else is gonna happen
What's gonna
at this show? And what else they can potentially see?
What? What you got?
We're gonna get chopped by McGregor.
Oh yeah.
Because that's right, you guys got us to 200 subscribers.
Yes, and thank you so much. We're always on the road to 500.
Yep.
But this is just another stop and another milestone.
It's a milestone. Yeah, that's what it is. We're on the road. Really, let's shoot for the stars here. We're road for millions.
Yeah, we are.
But this is just the first, or not really the first, but like the second, third, fourth, whatever milestone of many while we're on that road.
Exactly.
So it's just now the next goal is going to be the next milestone, which I'm going to just say 300. We're just going to shoot for 300. Which, hey, and again, just with the power of the Mark and the Mark Army, I know we'll get there.
Oh, we're going to get talked about Jameson.
Yeah,
all right, we'll get into that. We'll talk more about Jameson, I think, later, maybe. I don't know.
He's not excited. But back to the match. I'm going Florida Man.
Florida Man's unpredictable. I'm sorry, Mac. I got to pick him. I do think that if he brings any gators to the ring, I think you can handle them. But if you're distracted by gators, you got to be distracted by gators. So moving on.
Next match.
Okay, speaking of which,
What match do we got?
We
We got
have
a tag team championship.
Yep, which we have, of course, Jameson McGregor and Brixton Nash, the Crucible, against the Hype. With now we've seen one member of the Hype before, in Hunter Holdcraft, long time ago.
Okay.
He had a great match with Kit, absolutely phenomenal match with Kit. He of course Kit picked up the victory, but I've seen him wrestle, and this man can wrestle. He can, no matter what size you are, he can take you to the ground. So I think, I now his tag team partner, I don't really know much about him. I've heard his name. I can't recall his name at this moment, but I think just Hunter on his own, if he can cut off the ring by himself, I think he's got it. I think we got new tag champions.
Well, also remember though, in a tag team match, there's two other people on the ring, right? It's not just the two people facing each other inside the ring. You also got the two people outside the ring. So even if he can control the ring, which I'll be honest, I don't see it. I mean, we've seen what the Crucible can do, and they've been champions for as long as they have for a reason. But even if he could, you still have either Brixton Nash or McGregor on the other side of that ring. And yes, he has a partner. He'll have a partner, but I mean, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So really, the question is
I just think you're biased.
I mean,
who you got? Just say
Crucible.
I got the Hype.
I was told once to not bet against the Crucible, and I have followed suit.
And I've said it every time. I will bet against it when it makes sense, and this makes sense with the Hype.
The Hype might make sense, but the Crucible makes not.
I'm just, all right. I'm just saying, and it's a mind game. Their guy already lost their title. Nino lost his title. That plays into your head. They got that to worry about. They got this whole, like, we'll see later on. They got Fowler worried about. They got their whole group worried about. Maybe just getting into them. Maybe it's gonna cost them their titles. All I know is, I'd rather get chopped before they lose the titles rather than after.
I don't care when we get shot because I want it on camera for McGregor and Nash to see that I am saying they are not losing the title, and if because of that you want to go a little light on me, I'm not gonna bitch or complain about it.
I mean,
but on record, Crucible is winning according to the Cuties.
All right.
And Chava the Hero saying you guys will lose, so if you want to chop them a little harder, I mean, I will also record it in slow mo.
I'm just saying, he said on record, and so off record, you're saying you're losing.
No, on record, off record, on the side of the record.
That's not what he said. That's changing it.
Hey, don't be putting words in my mouth.
I'm calling you out. That's why you're changing. Anyways, let's move on from Jameson's very calloused hands into a very exciting match.
We've seen this one before.
We've seen it before,
and I'm excited to see it again.
And
I'm really excited to see it again.
It's been a match we've been wanting to see again, and it's a match that's honestly been in the works for a long time, and we finally got it. It's an early Christmas present to us.
Yes, sir.
And it is Red Wing versus Kit Sackett.
Yep. I have only ever once seen someone. I've seen people get knocked off their feet. I've only in my life seen once someone get knocked onto their feet.
Yeah.
And that is Red Wing and Kit. That is when Kit was going for the pin and Red Wing just pushed him off and Kit landed on his feet.
Yeah, and
that is insane.
That's just the power of Red Wing and the agility of Kit.
And I could be wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Red Wing threw Kit over the top rope from outside the ring and back into the ring during the match.
If I remember correctly, yes.
Which insane.
Insane.
So you got Kit, a very technical wrestler.
Yes.
You got Red Wing, who, let's be honest, moves in ways he shouldn't be moving, and that defies all laws of physics, but I'm here for. That man is a miracle worker.
Yeah,
and
it's hard for me to choose.
Oh, this one's hard.
It's very hard.
This one's gonna be hard.
Because here's the thing, Red Wing is very strong. Kit's very technical.
Yep.
I want to say Kit held his own, but he kind of did it. But at the same time, Kit has slowly, ever since losing the Top Gun title, just slowly just becoming more and more unhinged. Well, I've always said, and it's a quote from Malcolm in the Middle. Crazy always beats strength. So is Kit out crazying Red Wing's strength? And I kind of think he is. I think Kit's got it. I think we're gonna see Red Wing. And I can understand that Red Wing's probably pretty pissed because he last time we saw him, if I remember correctly, was when he lost to Fowler at Over the Top. And I could be wrong. I don't remember seeing him last month. But it's just I think Kit's gonna get it. Who you got?
It's tough.
It's
really tough because I really like Red Wing. That man is too strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like Kit. He's the fork father.
The Fork Daddy.
I mean,
he fought a swordfish and won.
He's banned from Olive Garden.
He's banned from Olive Garden for selling all the silverware.
Yep. And I mean that's our boy. That's Kit.
That's Kit.
So it is really, really hard. It is really my I want to say Kit, but my mind is telling me no, say Red Wing. It is. I am split.
All right, well, you got to choose. I had to choose.
Yeah, you know what? Just for the sake of competition, I know you said Kit. I'm gonna go Red Wing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Red Wing. But regardless of who wins and who loses or who prevails, of the day, we win.
We win.
You guys win because this is gonna be. This honestly might be my second most anticipated match.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a reason it's not number one.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, and we're about to talk about it.
We're about to talk about it.
We're about to talk about it. So next match, main event.
Main event. It's been brewing. Honestly, I feel like it's been brewing over a year.
You know what? We're gonna talk about it real quick, but I'm putting my prediction out there right now. I'm calling it. I want it on record, off record, on the side of the records, in the history books, online. Shit, put that bitch on a scroll.
Oh. Okay. I thought
Nino is becoming champion. All last year, I predicted Nino cashing in for this title. And you know what? I was a fool because I didn't see the bigger picture.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't see the bigger picture. And what happened right now? You asked me, Fowler fucked up.
Yeah?
He cost Nino the title.
He did.
So Nino now is hungry. He's on a high, and he's like, you know what? My shoulders, my hands, they feeling kind of empty. I need a title. So Fowler, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry. Nino's winning.
Well.
Nino's winning, and it's going to be a hell of a match. Because as the Crucible comes out, who they helping? Are they helping Nino, their boy? Are they helping Fowler, their other boy? We don't know. But all right. I know is Nino's going to win. Shit, put me in that ring. I already know. Without a question, I'm helping my boy Nino. Kick me out of the Apex. Kick me out of the Bulletproof Legacy. Kick me out of everything. I go where Nino goes. And that's to the top. With Nino as our new Magnum champion.
There's a lot I could say. There's a lot I could say in reference to that. Should I not?
Say whatever you want. I already made my prediction. You can't convince me otherwise. Nino's going to be champ.
Fowler's good. Nino's very good. But the thing is, Fowler has a way of getting to people's heads that Nino doesn't. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of split. If the Crucible comes out, I think that's the end of the Crucible. I think they're going to split. But...
are you saying the Crucible split?
I'm saying the Crucible splits.
Ooh. I guess fantasy book right now. If they split.
Jameson Nino.
Yeah,
Brixton Fowler.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's just the type of relationship they all have. I just see Jameson and Nino together. Will Nino become the Magnum Wrestling champion?
Yes.
I do think so. Do I think this is the time? No.
Yes. Nope, it is.
No, I don't think so.
We'll see.
For someone that's so on Nino, it's interesting that you weren't there when he won the Pig in the Bank. You weren't there when he cashed
Cashed
in the
in.
title, and you weren't even there to support him when he lost the title.
Well,
You could have been the solution to Fowler coming out and costing him that title.
Well, guess what? I was there when he went over the top, and I'll be there when he wins the title. When it matters.
Oh, so you're saying his other accomplishments don't matter?
His other
He's
accomplishments
saying
matter.
that your other accomplishments don't
don't-
matter. That's what you just
Don't
said.
be putting words in my mouth. Those other accomplishments mattered.
I want someone else to edit this so they can replay your words.
I'll replay my words. I don't care. But I never said they didn't matter. I'm just saying I'll be there when it matters, when he needs me. Because he didn't need me those other moments. He didn't need me.
Sure.
I'm there for when he needs me.
I unfortunately had to say that Fowler is retaining.
All right?
I don't agree with it. I think Nino, but I like Nino, but I don't think it's his time yet. I don't think he has it in him
You know what?
to pick up this win against Fowler.
Nino, if you're watching this, I issue you a challenge. If when you win that belt, please give Chavez a shot for doubting you.
You know what? I'll accept it for this one.
All right.
If you win, I will gladly take. I'll take a full on bulletproof legacy chop.
Damn.
From all 5 of you.
All right.
All right. I'll take an extra one from Jameson too at that.
All right, bet.
All right, cool.
All right.
And then what if you're wrong? What if I'm right?
If you're right and Fowler retains, which is not going to happen,
Mhm.
Fowler can chop me if he's willing.
If he's willing. All right. You heard it here.
Right
It's
here.
there.
Share this, tag Fowler, tag Nino. If the Mark Army wants to see that.
Yeah.
Let him know.
Let them know. Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know you want to see Chava get chopped by Nino in Bulletproof Legacy because Nino's walking out as champ.
Let us know when you want to see that all steel hand come across the Curious chest. But that's our predictions, ladies and gentlemen. We went through it. Now you know the card. It's the last show of the year.
Yep.
I know it's right after the holidays, right after Thanksgiving, but man.
Yeah. Tickets are almost sold out. They still got a couple reserve seatings available. The Marks will be there. We will be taking chops. The Conk will be there as always. Acknowledge the Conk. Got to give him his special shout out.
And then we'll have the markings soon.
Yeah, and we have the marquees coming up soon. So we're going into a busy time, but still a fun time. So make sure to support your locals. Make sure to get your tickets to Magnum Presents Cold Hearted.
Cold Hearted. And don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, write a haiku. Tell us everything. Tell us nothing at all, but still comment.
That's right.
And most importantly, if that check bounces,
So do you.
Okay, bye.